one bound in order, the other wild in spirit. We, the Shadow Realm, will prevail. We will weave our essence into their fabric, unseen, unheard, until the moment of grand revelation. They will resist, but in the end, they will thank us. We shall have our enemies feast with us in a world unshackled, reborn in the spirit of Halloween.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the official Honor versus Madness live stream. We come to you every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and we're coming off of a major video premiere. We just released our first episode of our Developer Insight series, and I know a lot of you were there watching the premiere with us just before this AMA. If you missed it, it is in the recording, but it was so bullish. We got a one-on-one look with our founder Julius and one of our the project lead Zen for the gaming studio, really giving a deep dive into the mechanics of the UI and the visuals that really bring Honorverse Madness into a fully immersive 3D environment that we have never really seen before in trading card games. So we'll talk a lot about that tonight. We have a bunch of other things to go over: staking, preparation for TGE, and much, much more, as well as a new webcam so you can see my beautiful face. But another beautiful face is LA. LA, how are you? This is LA, our fellow team member, head of marketing. She's been killing it, and she's joining us tonight. So, LA, how are things?
Good. Oh, that premiere was insane. It was so good. It's just a great preview to see how high quality the interview is. And it's just kind of a little Easter egg to how great the quality of the actual game will be in its development. I mean, the
For
audio
sure.
was so crisp, the picture was so crisp, multiple angles. And then the discussion, of course, was amazing. It had some additional gameplay previews in it, and a lot of insight into what goes into actually creating a game that's doing brand new things that have never been done before in game development. So it is really exemplifying that hero's journey, that they went over the things that they tried that didn't work, to get to the finished product that they're creating. So I loved that.
Yeah, 100% LA. Again, for those that haven't watched it, you definitely need to. And yeah, I mean, you can tell that Julius and Zen actually care about the game and are putting their heart and soul into this. And we said it before, we are not a copy and paste development team where we take an idea, we put a new some new artwork in it, and call it a day. This is literally revolutionizing and blending two different genres of gaming. So at the core, it will be a TCG, a TGC rather, a trading card game. And I had it right the first time, TCG. And they were also implementing the first-person elements as well, which again, Julius said in that interview, we're not quite ready to release that portion yet, but that will be some of the next updates. And not only are you able to participate and battle your opponent with your cards in a fully 3D world, but then we'll also have, this madness mode that you actually battle your opponent in a first person view. And that determines the outcome of the game, whether it's a debuff or a buff, based on your cards as well. So there's a ton of really unique mechanisms. And again, I mean, we're really going after the mainstream gaming audience, and that is a big difference that again, no other game is really putting emphasis on in giving the player base something new to experience. So really excited for all that, and yeah, we have a bunch to go over tonight. So as we get started here, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're also streaming on YouTube and X. So if you have some questions along the way, please feel free to leave us a comment, and we will pull those up as well. So, LA, do you want to jump right in? I know we have a
Yes.
lot to get over or to go over tonight. So, what's first up on the agenda?
Yeah. So aside from the amazing premiere with those development insights that we just had, we are all queued up and ready for an absolutely monstrous TGE. All of our marketing is starting to roll out. Press, ads are live. All of our accounts are really growing nicely. We're noticing such an increase in the engagement on all of our accounts. So much more participation in the groups. And we had incredible AMAs this week already with Bartertown, the Brown Gent, and AJ actually just got off of one inside of Private Investors Group as well, right before this stream started. We have another one coming up tomorrow with Degenerate Passive Income. That one's going to be exciting. And then a ton more the actual week of TGE. So I'll be posting this schedule in our groups, and you're going to see lots of that pretty face that you see on the screen right now with all these AMAs coming up.
Yeah, 100% LA. For those of you that are new to our community, we call it the AMA train. I think I hold the world record of the most crypto related AMAs in the last, 2, 3 years. I think we have well over 600 that we've done. So yeah, it's exciting. Again, all of that will be coming together. We have an amazing marketing team that has helped us really bring things to life. And remember, even though we're really gearing up for TGE on the 12th, and TGE stands for Token Generation Event, it's not just a singular event, meaning we have a ton of additional coverage over the first month or two of just, again, continuing to get people to know about what we're building and to get excited about the token. So obviously, we hope for a very successful launch. We have everything in place to make that happen, but it will be a continued effort over the next few months as we really establish ourselves as the next big gaming project. And, with the kind of content that we're putting out, I think people are really going to get excited. Our X account alone has done about a 4x in followers over the last 2 weeks. So we're looking really, really good as we get into TGE. So I guess that leads us into the next part of the AMA, and that is essentially preparing for TGE. So LA, you did a really great job of going over this, and I think we have some of this info in a Medium article as well. But do you want to go through a little bit more details for those of you that maybe weren't able to participate in the private sale and are looking to get involved on TGE when the token is actually live?
Yes, and we do have that Medium article coming out tomorrow, so watch out for that, but we're going to go over it right now. So we wanted to cover all things related to TGE prep, what to expect, how to prepare, what's going to happen day of, just so you guys are fully ready. So first topic would be if you need to on-ramp any funds for the TGE. So the best option that we've found is Spritz. And I'm going to go ahead and put our Spritz link in the profile or in the chat right now. Spritz is an amazing company. We love their team, and it allows you to on and off-ramp funds as well as pay bills, even use a Spritz debit card, and they're a great option for on-ramping. If it is your first ever transaction with them, you'll need to register, which involves a light KYC, and then you'll create a small test transaction. This involves sending a few cents, and it could take up to 48 hours. And then once you're approved for that test transaction, you can on-ramp. Once you've already done a test transaction, you'll never have to do it again, and the process of on-ramping will be much quicker. But that's why we're giving you that heads up now, because TGE is on Tuesday. It's already Thursday. So if you are using Spritz, or even especially if you're using crypto.com or Coinbase, please keep in mind that your funds with centralized exchanges may be held for up to 7 to 10 business days when you're using those types of exchanges. So now's the time to start preparing. When it comes to bridging, if you have funds on other chains that you're looking to move over to Ethereum for TGE, make sure that you're going to have enough Ethereum for gas. Bridging, you'll need the funds for gas, and then also you'll need some funds in your account for actually purchasing the tokens. What we suggest for bridging is you can switch your network RPC on MetaMask and 𝘰𝘰𝘪𝘶 to Ethereum mainnet, and any of the in-wallet bridges are good to use. So you can bridge directly inside MetaMask or 𝘰𝘰𝘪𝘴, or another great one that we like to use is Stargate, and I will post the link for that as well, in case you don't want to use one of the in-wallet bridges. Grimgold TGE is happening November 12th, which is Tuesday, at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. UTC. And the token is xGG, or Grimgold in full. And you will purchase Grimgold on Uniswap. And so I had some questions in the group today about what token you can use to purchase Grimgold at TGE. So because it will be available on Uniswap, as long as you're on Ethereum network, you can use any token that is available to make swaps with on Uniswap. And so that gives you a really wide variety, and it makes things easier. You just need to keep in mind that you'll need Ethereum in your wallet for gas.
For sure. Yeah, and to add to that, just really quick too, if you are looking to get in early as possible, again, not financial advice, but it is a little bit quicker and a little less slippage when you use actual Ethereum, just because that is our native pair. So GG will be paired with Ethereum. We're hoping to have a ton of liquidity on launch, at least 200K. To begin with, and it will be hopefully much more than that as the price of ETH and the price of GG go up. But yeah, to LA's point, you can use USDC or any stables. It will just go through the routing of Uniswap to make that happen. But yeah, and again, please, understand that we are not responsible for the actual exchange itself. You will have to be aware of price impact and slippage and all of that. So another great way is just to DCA too. I mean, obviously we want to get the best price on GG. So if you see a dump or a little bit of a pullback, then that is also a great way to DCA. Again, we have to be really careful with what we say, just because we're not here to give financial advice, but to each their own, and we're more than happy to facilitate different strategies in the community chats as well. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, LA. We have a few
No,
more
that's
points.
some amazing stuff that you added there.
Yeah.
So yes, we already said make sure you've got Ethereum in your wallet for when you're purchasing and staking your GG. I almost said GGG.
Yeah.
Now the Grimgold token address. The token address will be released in our pinned posts on Telegram and Discord right as TGE begins, which again is November 12th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So a big reminder, please only get your important information like token addresses directly from pinned posts. Inevitably, when we have such a big event going on, the scammers are going to be circling like sharks. So I just want to scream it from the rooftops. We will never DM you any important information. It will be found in our pinned posts on Telegram and Discord. Please make sure you've joined one or both of those groups so that you can get the important information that you need. And then the only other thing that we're very excited about is that we have launched pre-TGE a free NFT offer. And so you can find that on our Twitter. I will also post the link for that in the group here in a second.
Yeah,
But
I'll go ahead and pull it up too, LA. Give me 1
yeah,
second so you can see.
but that will be available to anyone who goes to that link from our Twitter. And all you have to do to qualify is put in your Discord handle and whatever wallet you want to receive the NFT to. You'll get assigned a special role inside our Discord, and you'll also get access to a special channel only for people who participated. And then when we do our first card distribution, that's when we'll be sending out these NFTs. And we already have your wallet, so we can send it directly to you that way.
Yeah, no doubt. So this is just another way to boost our engagement and give back to the community already. This will be what's called the Pioneer's Torch, and it is a special hero emote, which again, we've said this in a few other AMAs. We will have different cosmetics that you can apply to your characters, including pets and, different auras, maybe a special wand, a very special cloak, all these different items that make your character very personal to you. And the emotes are really cool because, again, it's a way to taunt your opponent or celebrate a win if you win. And this, again, is a way for us to give value without making it pay to win. Because a lot of times you have to buy the most expensive cards to be competitive. So we're really putting a heavy emphasis on non-playable cards in terms of, again, bringing value and allowing people to customize their characters the way that they want to. And, obviously this will be, a launch exclusive item. So only those of you participating in this now, up until, we announce that we're no longer taking submissions, that is the only way to get this NFT. And if somebody else wants this NFT, that is where the secondary market demand happens. And you, as the player, are earning from that, not us as the company. So that is really, really cool to transfer value and true ownership to those that participate. And again, a way to build some hype. Like Ella said, you get added to an exclusive chat that shows you were one of the OGs, and we've even had some people ask about in-game titles as well. So we may also be giving some in-game titles for this or any of the pre-salers. Really, any event that we have will be immortalized somehow in the game itself. So LA, all you have to do at the bottom here is submit your Discord ID and your wallet address, correct?
Yeah, and then a little box will pop up that basically tells you you'll receive your NFT when we do our first card distribution, and it'll direct you to our Discord channel, which you'll need to join.
Perfect. And yeah, to Ella's point, again, we will be releasing the actual NFT, hopefully within 3 or 4 months. It will be right around the time of our initial card distribution. And then you'll have to claim your free NFT, but we're collecting all the wallet addresses in the database now, and you will get credit when we actually distribute those NFTs. So yeah, a really great way again to show your early adoption of the game and get a little reward out of it as well. So and please share this with others. I mean, it's a great way to get your foot in the door with our ecosystem. So
Yes, and just keep in mind when it comes to being assigned a specific role on Discord and getting added to that specific channel, it is done manually a couple times a day, so it's not automatic. Once you join the Discord, just be patient and check back in a few hours and you should have that role assigned.
Yeah, 100%. And this is a great question from Mail. Will the NFTs be on Ethereum? So, no, although we are launching our TGE on Ethereum, we're doing that for a very specific reason. Obviously, the market is looking really good right now. All the volume and all the eyeballs are on Ethereum. And we feel like that was going to be the best success for the token itself. But we have not publicly announced the chain that the game will actually be built on. So again, obviously the gas fees are very high on Ethereum, which again, when you're building an actual game, it can be a little detrimental. But we've also implemented a lot of things that cut down on the gas fees. So we did an amazing AMA earlier today with the Brown Gent that really went into the logistics of how the game is envisioned to work. And although we are fully NFT integrated and give proof of ownership through NFTs, the game itself will not have to be built on an actual chain. So, in other words, every action that you submit doesn't actually get verified on chain, but your ownership of the NFTs do. So you will essentially stake your NFTs, and that will allow you to play those cards in the game itself. And this approach is way more efficient in terms of gas and development time, having it being fully, as opposed to being fully Web3 integrated for the on-chain data. So again, we'll have more info on that. If you are part of a foundation, we're always open to hearing and looking at offers to bring this amazing game to your chain as well. So we're looking at different grant opportunities and other incentives to be able to release this game, in a really bullish way, and drive volume to wherever we do end up releasing it. And yeah, that will be again an announcement will be made on that prior to the first card pack sale, which is scheduled to be quarter one or quarter two of 2025.
Love it. Amazing.
Yeah,
And
totally.
then the only other kind of pre-TGE thing that I wanted to mention is for private sale buyers. If you purchased in the private sale, just keep in mind, a lot of you have already staked, which we're going to be going into next. Any Grim Gold that is earned from staking will only be available to be claimed once TGE has happened because Grim Gold isn't live yet. On the site, there will be a button that you can press to exchange any unstaked xGG for GG once the GG token is live. That's a lot of GGs in one sentence.
Totally. Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, so if you have any remaining xGG that you want changed to GG, it will be able to be happening once TGE happens. Otherwise, the Grim Gold that you're earning from staking can be claimed as well as your carnival tickets as soon as TGE is live.
Great. Yeah. No, I think that really covers the overview of that, and we'll bring it up right now as well. I know I'm proud to announce that we have staked about 50%, a little over 50% of the entire supply of xGG is now in staking, which again, for those of us getting ready for TGE, is bullish because that means there's not a lot of tokens to be sold on TGE. A lot of other gaming projects sell massive amounts to their VCs, venture capitalists, or early investors at huge multiples, meaning they're already 5 or 10x in profit on the launch price, and that is very detrimental to the overall success of the game. And we've done none of that. We have no VCs. Even the pre-salers only got about a 10% discount from the launch price. And again, the fact that we're offering very lucrative staking means that there will be a lot less supply available to be sold. So, again, not financial advice. There will always be ups and downs, but over the long run, we feel it'll be really healthy for the economics. So, all right, you want me
And
to,
on that
go ahead,
note,
Ellie.
I wanted to say a reminder that 22.5% of the overall supply is also locked up by the Treasury for 1 full year that will be used later down the road for tournaments and incentives like that for players. And so, with what is locked in staking already and that 22.5% that's locked for a year, that means around 37.5% of the overall supply is already locked away going into TGE. And considering that most of our largest holders from the private sale have done full 365 staking, it is incredible going into TGE and how much this is reducing the potential for any dumping.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to the 365 gang that have done max staking. I was supposed to have an update for all of you tonight. Again, I'm sure we're gonna get some questions on the ratio of how many people went into the full 1 year. I can say roughly, out of all the stakers, it is about at least 40% of all staking has been for the 1 year. And in reality, it may even be much more than that. I didn't have a chance to get the actual on-chain data from the developers before today. We've just been flat out, but just from the whales that I know, all of them have been going the full max staking. So that again is really powerful in terms of healthy price appreciation. So all right, can you see my screen? LA, I wanted to go through some of the
Yes.
staking as well. As you can see at the top, the countdown is going 4 days, 14 hours, and 1 minute away from our TGE. Elliot, you want me to highlight everything or specific parts of staking? What do you
Yeah,
think?
we're going to go through some different stuff. So, AJ and I have had some thorough talks about staking this week, and we are in the process of actually adding some additional tooltips throughout the staking page where those little eyes are that you can hover over. We realized that there's a few things that are not as obvious and clear as we'd like them to be. So we wanted to start out by making sure to do a very thorough overview of a few key things tonight so that they're crystal clear for everyone moving forwards. So first on the list is I would like to go through kind of each line on the actual staking part on one of the tiers so we can explain what each thing means.
Okay, so you want to start with the Crest of a Lost Boot?
Sure. So let's talk about the staking period. This is something that I very much so want to clarify and make sure everyone's aware of going into TGE. So the staking period, although it says 30 days, what that actually means is that the 30 days started on day 1 of staking. And so if you're joining now, because it's already been a handful of days, it will not be a 30-day stake. It will be 20-something days. So if you joined that tier, everyone in that tier, their staking is ending at the same time. Same thing goes with the 90-day, the 180-day, the 365 club. The staking period starts on that day when we launch staking and ends a specific day and time 30, 90, 180, or 360 days later. Now, that being said, if you didn't join on day 1, if you joined on day 10, you are not getting that full percentage that's listed there because it's time weighted and you have less days to earn that percentage. So I just wanted to make sure everyone is aware, as it's not something that dynamically updates on the site. But like I said, we're going to be adding more in-depth descriptions where all those little question marks are that you can hover over, and it will make everything I'm just saying crystal clear.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great view. Again, another way to look at it is essentially a prorated amount based on how many days you are in. And that bonus rate will go down over time. Again, that is on purpose because we're trying to incentivize those that are staking, even after TGE, especially after TGE, actually, that they buy and stake as much GG as soon as possible to reap the benefits of those rewards. So it does add that FOMO element that you want to lock up as much of the supply early so that you're earning more GG rewards and you're accumulating tickets as well. So remember, you're getting two rewards essentially, more GG and the actual carnival tickets, which can be spent in the in-game shop for very exclusive NFTs that again you can either play with or sell on the secondary market without hurting the price of the GG token itself. So we have a ton of ways to earn, and all the ways to earn are very, very healthy and sustainable in terms of growth. So yeah.
Yes. And so another thing I wanted to go over was the accumulated bonuses and what that means. And so you may be asking yourself after what I just said before, oh, well, I don't know how many days it's been, so I don't know how many days are left and how much I'll earn going into this tier. So that is where accumulated bonuses come in. Once you're staked, it will show you exactly how much you'll earn in the remaining time that's left. And so the accumulated bonus, and if AJ, you are not
Yeah,
on it.
let me stop sharing. I'll go to one of my wallets that I'm staked in again. As a team member, I've done the full staking. Again, we're not just saying this, as what we want you to do. This is actually what we're doing as a team. So give me 1 second, Elliot. Let me switch to my other wallet. 1 sec.
Yes, we have each staked the GG or the xGG that we purchased individually in the private sale. So I'm just going to read to you what it says when you hover over the question mark beside accumulated bonuses, which is the total amount you'll receive once the full staking period is complete. And so that very transparently will show you exactly how much you're going to earn during whatever's left of that staking period once you stake. And so that is the simplest and easiest way to look at it, because if you're like me and you're not super math savvy, it's very plainly written for you how much you're going to earn in that remaining time period. Now, in regards to rewards, once TGE has happened and the token is live, you can claim your GG rewards at any time. And so when you claim, not only will you be claiming whatever GG you've earned, but you'll also be claiming whatever carnival tickets you've earned. You don't have to spend your carnival tickets right away. Even if you've claimed them, you can save up for a long time if you'd like to be able to get a better item, but it will be claiming both of those for you every time. And let's see what else is on the page to go over.
Yep. And on that note too, just really quick, again, I know there's probably a lot of questions. We'll get to everything, so don't worry. But just bear in mind the cost of claiming. Again, because it's a smart contract, the gas fees can be a little bit higher. So you wouldn't want to just claim your GG and tickets every day. Because we are on ETH. So that will also spread out any potential selling pressure because people will probably wait to accumulate the rewards. Unless you're a whale and you can afford to claim, just bear in mind the gas costs eating into any potential profit. And on that note too, I'm sure you might bring this up later, LA, but you are able to actually stake again. Do you want to go into that a little bit?
Yes, that's a great one to go into. We have that in our questions at the end, but that's a good time to go over that too. So for those of you in SparkSwap, it is sort of similar to Sparkler, but actually quite different in certain ways. So what do I mean by that? You can you can stake more into your existing stake or into another tier, whatever you prefer. But what happens when you add more is that those tokens are added to the overall amount that you have in that tier, and it's one bigger stake. The only difference is that with that new stake, there's less days left to earn in that overall staking period. So again, where it says 150% there by the 360-day stake, you're not going to earn 150 full percent if you're staking 30 days in, because 30 days of earning have already passed in that time frame. So it's a time weighted calculation that calculates what you'll earn based on how many days are left before that particular tier unlocks.
Yeah, absolutely. And the initial bonus rate will be dramatically different as well as we move through TGE. So again, it may be a little misleading just in the fact that when you do restake, this number is going to come down a ton, but that's because you're staking in the new time weighted average. But you'll still see your accumulated bonuses going up as you stake more into the staked amount. So
Yeah.
again, we'll have all the math, all the conversions for those that want to see it. But this is the simplest way to not have 1,000 different staking contracts, and still allow you to compound your staking if you prefer. Again, that's really bullish because a minnow, if a minnow only has maybe 100,000 GG tokens, they can utilize this 1 year of staking to compound their rewards and earn more and more tickets and potential GG over the entire year that we're getting ready to launch the game. So and I know another, again, I don't want to steal your thunder, LA, but another question a lot of people have been asking is the unlock dates. Like LA said, it is a unlock date for everybody on that same time. However, you have to remember a lot of people will already have been claiming their GG along the way. And we are specifically having what we call a catalyst event around those unlock dates. So, if anything, the token itself may actually pump on those dates because, for instance, 180 days from now, that might be when we release our first pack sale, and people will have to buy GG or have bought it already and earned it to be able to actually buy the cards to play the game. So there's a bunch of things in place, and then the big unlock a year from now. That is when the game is actually live. So we'll have all the revenue from the Web 2 side to support any potential profit taking on GG itself. So we have thought about all of this, and we're super confident that we've planned for it all. So does that make sense,
Yeah.
LA?
Yes, there's one thing that you said a little bit earlier that I want to emphasize even more and make even more clear. So when it comes to the staking bonus rates, it's not like a yield farm where the more people get in, the lower it gets. It's not like that at all. If you've gotten in early and then you're adding more to your stake later on, the only reason that it's going down is because there's less days to earn within that period. But the amount you're earning per day is not changing or affected by the number of days left because it's going down. It's only going down because you're staking for less days with that new amount. And so it's not like a traditional staking pool or yield farm where it's really high at the beginning and then more people get in and the bonuses go down for you. If you've already staked and you have that information displayed for you, it's not changing. But a heads up that we will be making an announcement tomorrow morning regarding staking, because some of these bonuses that you're seeing here are early bird rates. And so it will benefit you if you're not already in staking to get in as soon as possible.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, the whole goal of this is to make it as a no-brainer as possible to stake. And so, we have definitely given some major incentives for people to lock up early, and that will be made more clear on the next announcement. And again, this is good for the whole community because the more people staking, the less selling pressure on GG overall. And again, we're still offering very lucrative rewards for people that are buying and staking after TGE as well. So,
Yes, absolutely. The fact that, and I just really want to drive home the fact that not only are you earning additional GG, but you are earning carnival tickets. And just a reminder that those carnival tickets are very powerful. There's 3 different carnival shops, and the more exclusive tiers, you can get your hands on exclusive, rare, legendary NFTs. So the fact that you can stake your xGG or your GG and never have to sell that initial amount because you're earning great daily rewards that can be claimed as often or as little as you want. And you're also getting carnival tickets that could then purchase down the line one of these really rare and exclusive items that could potentially sell for tens of thousands of dollars if some of the things that we've seen in other games end up being similar or better within Honor versus Madness. Of course, that is absolutely no promise of the future. But looking at the past of some of the other big games, we can take cues about the possibilities that exist within our game.
yeah, absolutely, LA. I think that's really bullish. And we put a lot of thought and effort into this dual reward system that, again, allows you to earn without hurting the protocol in terms of price and, really encouraging people to be here for the long run and earning these carnival tickets as we, continue to develop. And, again, some of these items, like, again, there's a little Easter egg right here. You see this little card says execution. There will be some really unique things that is maybe a unique finishing move that a lot of players will want, and not a lot of players can actually get. So that is again really powerful in terms of the secondary market value. And it's not necessarily a card that you're playing in the game, which again, we don't want to have it be what we call pay to win, where you have to spend the most money to be competitive. It's really about, personalizing the game to your, your style and, your flex. Maybe there's an all gold, cloak that you can earn. I know, a lot of people be willing to pay a lot of money for that flex in the game for sure. So those are just some examples. Again, everything is subject to change, but we're really excited for the way the in-game economy will develop.
Absolutely. All right, let's
Cool.
see what else here. Um, you already said that.
Yeah, and shout out to all of you. We're slowly ticking up. Every minute or so, we have a few more viewers. So shout out to all of you. If you are tuning in, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We have a ton of content coming out on our YouTube and X accounts. So again, we come to you every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and we will from here on out over the next year as we continue to develop the game. And we love hearing feedback from all of you too. So if you have some questions, please feel free to type it in the live chat.
Yes. And this is a great time to really shout out the community. The community has been so incredibly active when it comes to our social media. It's making a huge difference with our ability to spread the word. And as TGE is ramping up, any and all community participation on our socials can help so tremendously. So just a call to action to make sure you're following us on all of our social media accounts And the more we all engage and share out the posts, the bigger of a success this will be for all of us. So I'm going to go ahead and post our Linktree URL in the live chat so you can make sure you're following us. And a lot of the really important information we share is on our Medium account, where we have long form articles explaining TGE details and all kinds of that kind of stuff. So we do have a new article coming out tomorrow, so make sure you are following us on Medium as well.
I love it. Absolutely, LA. Again, with only 4 days left, we're really turning up the heat, and we have a ton of content coming out. Earned media, paid media, KOLs, you name it.
Advertising,
Yeah,
yeah.
advertising, AMAs, deck screener ads. I mean, literally, we pull out all the stops. We've really put a lot of effort and financial momentum behind the launch. And again, with the market looking really good right now, it's important that we get the eyeballs here because, again, we're going to hit a tipping point where the greater crypto audience and even the greater gaming audience that may not even be interested in the Web3 elements, they're going to see what we're building. And with the gameplay footage that we released, with the developer interviews, we're proving to all of you that we're developing a AAA game. And that is something that in previous cycles, some of the largest gaming projects, it took them 2 to 3 years to even have initial gameplay footage. So we are so far ahead of the curve with all of that. And, to have a vertical slice or a playable alpha within 8 to 12 months is unheard of, especially at the quality that we're going to deliver. So again, please help us spread the word on that. This is the real deal. And, there are a lot of major events planned over the next year to get us where we all want to be.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome. So if you have any questions, now would be an amazing time to type them in the chat. In the meantime, we're going to go over some of the questions that we've seen a bunch in the group this week. And some of this information we did go over briefly earlier, but I don't mind at all reiterating it to make sure everyone's questions get answered. So the first one was, can a participant make multiple stakes under the same tier? And the answer is yes, absolutely. But the size of the bonus on the new chunk will decrease in proportion to the remaining time that's left in that tier's time period.
For sure.
AJ, if they make a second stake under the same tier, does the clock reset or does it remain two separate stakes with different end periods?
Yeah, so the end period is the same no matter what. So there will not be, LA mentioned that it is different than Sparkler for those that are familiar with our ecosystem. But yeah, because the end date is going to be the same no matter what, it doesn't actually create, a visual new stake for you. It just prorates your earning amount and adds it to your, what you're owed essentially. So yeah, again, once that is live, it'll be a lot easier to see. And just know, at the end of the day, as long as you're staking at the 1 year mark, and either compounding or buying fresh GG and staking that way, the 1 year will always be the highest bonus rewards for sure.
For sure. Awesome. Can they claim their GG as often as they like once TGE has happened?
Yeah, 100%. So again, like I said, just be mindful of the gas fees. But as soon as TGE happens, you're able to claim every minute if you wanted to. And the other thing is, if you're in staking, the contracts will automatically convert your xGG into GG. If you did not stake, you will have to take an additional step and use a swapper, which will most likely be at the bottom of the staking page. We'll release that as we get closer, but that will automatically convert your xGG to GG, but you do have to take that step and pay the gas to convert it. So just be, again, aware of that. The most efficient way is to stake, even if it's for the shortest period, to be able to convert.
Awesome. We did go through this, but what does the accumulated bonus mean? It means the total amount you'll receive once the staking period is complete, based on how much you put in and how much time was left in that tier.
Perfect. Yep.
Do staking bonus rates or multipliers change at all post TGE? Right now is your exclusive opportunity to get in early and get these incredibly high bonus rates. And more information on that is coming out in a pinned post tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%. And again, if you are getting in after TGE, the bonus rate will gradually go down based on, the less amount of time that you're actually able to stake. And that is, again, a FOMO mechanism that, it's always best to stake today as long and as much as you're comfortable with, as opposed to tomorrow, because every day that goes by, your bonus is just a little bit less than the day before.
And that being said, this is a great follow-up question. How long is the staking available for? Will it be extended beyond 1 year?
Yeah, so the staking is really important for the first year, just to get ourselves established, find a good price discovery, over that year, really give value to the token. So as of right now, there is no plans for staking after the game itself actually launches, because there will be many other utilities and use cases for GG outside of staking. But yeah, I mean, never say never. We have a lot of creative ideas that will allow you to do maybe some form of staking, um, especially in terms of the carnival tickets. So staking may, in year two, staking may only reward tickets and not both GG and tickets. So again, just be aware that this first year, while we build the game, and all of you, have faith in what we're doing, you're willing to have that delayed gratification on the token price, that allows us to deliver the most amazing game possible.
Yes, absolutely. Do any of you have additional questions? I see one from Degenerate Passive Income. Shout out to you. We're excited to have our AMA with you. So if I staked 2 days ago, my stake starts on November 12th with the rest, or did it start that day?
Yeah, so shout out to you, Ryan. We're gonna be on the AMA with you tomorrow. If you haven't followed Degenerate Passive Income, please do. He has a great channel, an OG in the space, and we have a lot of things that we're working together on. He was super instrumental in helping us have a successful private sale. But yeah, so Ryan, to answer this question, if you did stake as soon as you got your xGG, you are earning for a potential day or two, ahead of the actual TGE. So the short answer is the rewards begin as soon as you stake. So if you were able to stake early, again, those pre-salers that said, "Hey, we believe in the project, we want to see it succeed," they are taking the risk and staking early and not waiting for TGE, they are getting the most rewards for doing that. So yeah, you got a few more bonus days of earning for sure.
Yeah. So, like AJ said, your stake starts right when you make it. It's just that if you didn't make it on day one, you won't be earning that full percentage that it has listed on that tier, because you were earning for a few less days.
For sure.
But that being said, the amount daily is the same. It's just less days.
Yep, and again, we'll have all this. We're updating the white paper as we go. For those of you that want to know the actual, math and APR, we'll be publishing that, shortly. And we were supposed that we had such a busy day today. We'll have Simon on Crypto Eater. He is part of our team, the head of economics, and he is really good at explaining the math of everything. So just stay tuned for all of that.
Oops, I was talking with myself muted.
Oh,
I was saying
you pulled the
absolutely,
AJ.
sure.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Wow. And Ryan says a whale just staked 3 million tokens 2 minutes ago. Love it.
Let's go. Hell yeah. So again, shout out to all of you that are continually staking. Again, you are able to monitor on chain through the xGG token address. And we are over 50% staked. And that was my personal goal. So shout out to all of you. And we have a few more days to get even more staked. So if you've been sitting back and trying to figure out if staking is worth it, I can assure you that it is. Again, that's not financial advice, and only stake, what you're comfortable with. But we've said many times, a lot of these gaming tokens, they take up to 180 days to really reach an all-time high anyway. So why not get rewarded for staking, 6 months or a year, while that price discovery happens? And now you have a lot more tokens than you started with, and you're able to sell very gradually without dumping the price. So it's really a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, that's so key. And if you're staking for a year, you're earning more than your initial stake, which means that you have every opportunity if you do want to DCA out while the price is spiking without selling your initial. So it's amazing.
For sure.
Love it.
Cool.
Does anyone else have any questions?
Nice. That means we moved right through it, I think. Yeah, I didn't know if there's any other questions on Discord. LA, I know we've really been getting a lot more engagement over on Discord as well. Our main three channels are X, Telegram, and Discord. If you're more into the gaming side of things and really want to be able to build the community over there, Discord is the best. If you're more on the DeFi side, uh, you're probably better off in Telegram, and X is a great way to keep in touch with everything that we've done. So yeah, it looks good. So all right, I think somebody else has a question. Did we go through all of them? I don't know, LA. Oh, you're muted. You there?
Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm horrible.
Yeah.
Molly, I don't see your question above, so you may have to repost it because I can't see it here anywhere.
Yeah. All right. And Ryan says when Bugatti. Yes, bro. We're all here for Lambos and Bugattis, but we want to do it in a very sustainable way. And again, the whole point is that we do everything in our power to have a game that is the quality that we are showing built. And as long as we can deliver on a fun, playable game that is industry changing in terms of UI and streaming, and everybody that wants to get behind a fun game because they want to play it and not just earn from it, that isn't sustainable. That is the game changer, and we absolutely feel like we can deliver that over the next year.
Unfortunately, Molly, it's not showing up. So can you please DM it to me and I'll read it out.
Cool. Yeah, some technical difficulties on the live stream, but we've been getting better and better. I never thought I'd be a streamer, but here we are, right, LA? And we have a lot of viewers again. Shout out to all of you, 60 on the stream tonight. So again, appreciate your time. And if you aren't able to catch us live, you can always look at the live recordings as well. We've had some really bullish AMAs over the last few weeks. So make sure you check those out.
Okay, cool. So his question is, he's in the 365 club and he wants to know how the daily rewards are being calculated. He thought it would be accumulated bonus divided by 365. but he doesn't believe that's what's happening. So can you shed any more light into that?
Yeah, so again, there will be again a prorated amount. What you are getting if you're early stakers, once we go through TGE and the new rate is applied, it should end up evening out. So again, APR can be a little difficult to calculate. Although we're using the actual token APR, meaning you're getting more actual tokens, not APR in terms of price. It is a little bit easier to display, and so right now it's probably just a UI issue. We'll have it once actual TGE is live, and we're allowing people to stake. Without that big bonus rate, it will all appear a lot more cohesive. So
cool, love it. All
cool.
right.
All right, I think that covers most of it. Again, we appreciate all of you showing up. We're 4 days away, and we will have a lot more info coming out as we get closer and closer. Please make sure that you are tuning into a lot of the streams and AMAs and sponsored content and organic reach, all of the above, just really hammering everybody to know about Honor Madness. That helps all of us succeed in the long run. So yeah, LA, any final words? Yeah, before we wrap it up.
Yeah, so tomorrow's AMA is with Degenerate Passive Income. Shout out to him. He's on the stream. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you click back a few pins in our groups, you'll see the link for that. And I will be reposting it tonight before bed so that everyone has it for tomorrow. And make sure to join us on that. It's bound to be a really good one as well. And then our TGE is on Tuesday, which is the 12th. And beginning that following day, we've got a ton more AMAs starting up. So,
yeah. Oh, sorry. I was gonna. Oh, hang on. Sorry, LA.
No, that's okay. That's kind of cool to see.
Well, yeah, we'll show the gameplay footage at the end. Sorry about that. I hit the button too early. So yeah, go ahead. I was interrupted you. Go for it. Yeah.
No, that's okay. I think I got the point out. But cool thing with the gameplay footage, if you did watch the interview tonight, there was an additional clip of gameplay footage that we didn't see in this original one. So I loved that. Sure. And if you haven't gone to watch the interview yet, give it a check out after this AMA is finished. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, no doubt, LA. Again, we're going to show it one more time. It's just that good. And we have the standalone version on our YouTube as well. But we'll play that on the way out. But yeah, I think that covers it all. Again, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will be doing many more AMAs, including probably a impromptu AMA after TGE actually happens. We'll be really busy the day of, so don't expect us. Even some of the AMAs are pushed because the TGE itself is very stressful and chaotic. But we have everything set up, and we'll all be celebrating a successful launch in the next few days. So stay tuned for all that. Again, much love to all of you. We'll show some footage on the way out. And yeah, good night, good day. We'll see you on Thursday or sooner. And again, get ready for TGE. Thanks, everyone.
Conceal the weak. Here, have some more control.